Hello, this is Richie. Welcome to this week's AgostoAllElite podcast, where I review AEW or other news. And today, Thursday, I will review AEW Dynamite, Dark, and the women's Japanese bracket. Last week I had my grandma passed away. We went to her wake, then her funeral, so I wasn't here last week. So I'm here for this week, this Thursday. So let's start with the AEW Japanese bracket. It's Mei Suruga versus Yuka Sakazaki. Here's the thing, the recap for this bout is going to be choppy. The stark contrast in wrestling style was a shock to the system. It actually left me in a sense of bewilderment. The action was a bit cartoonish, but still featured serious moves. So let's get to the beginning. Suruga had a moth wings as part of her entrance outfit. Sakazaki used her familiar Magic Girl jean attire. There were dramatic sequences involving submissions. Sakazaki was able to reach the ropes for a break. Sakazaki scored under a blitz of offense with a snapmare rolling to kick Suruga in the face, a low lariat followed by oh ho ho slam. Scalper basically clarified excited outburst to mean Northern Lights bomb. Sensei victory. Sakazaki finished Suruga with a 40-50 splash off the ropes. And that was the match. It was a really good, cartoonish, but a good match. We got to Veni versus Ima Sakura. Veni entered her wearing a kimono previously belonged to Hana Kimura. It was gifted to Veni by Hana's mother. Sakura wore a skirt with a royal crown, a robe. In my opinion, this looked a lot better than her Freddie Mercury tribute fishing trousers. Sakura opened with a ferocious Mongolian chops to the neck and ears. The physicality continued with hair whips and skirting board submissions. Veni came back with chops. The match progressed at an extremely competitive affair. Veni was first to almost secure victory on big kicks and a shotgun drop kick, but Sakura got her shoulder up before the three. Sakura swiftly transitioned to a dragon sleeper. She wrenched hard as Veni was close to passing out. Sakura was let go of the submission to end the match with a tiger driver. So afterwards, the two shook hands and Veni slashed Sakura across the face. It was a competitive good match between student and teacher. Now we got Maki Ito versus Ryo Mizunami. Ito was billed as the cutest in the world. She is a former singer. I think she was kicked out of Japan. I don't know. She rocked her way to the ring with song and dance. Ito is definitely a star. Mizuni wore gun glasses, a long fairy coat. She had charisma as well as in a badass way. She's basically going to be the female Kazuchika Okada in my book. In the early going, Ito demanded with bravery to receive a strike, so Zumi Ogaj Ito dropped to a mat upon contact, crying as a ploy to play possum. The start of the bout featured a slower pace with these types of theatrics. Both women exchanged vicious forearm blows back and forth. Ito fired away with fury. However, the end result was easily pounding Ito down to the mat. Ito's claim to fame, wrestling fans are already hard-headed. She railed back with her headbutts as Mizuni crumbled. Tony was on attack with a DT and swinging DT out of the corner. Mizuni kicked out of the pin. So Mizuni transitioned to a head and arm triangle. Zuni rolled around and was forced to make Ito tap out in pain. This was a good match. I was sad for Tumi, but Itoi, but she'll be in AEW eventually. Aja Kong versus Rina Kato Kura. Kato Kura came out wrestling a pro wrestling weight tag team title on her race. Kong had a towel over her head with a stool in hand. Appeared at a prize fighting gimmick. On Kong's way to the ring, she eyed Shida at the Japanese commentary table. Once the ball sound, Kando Kura charged in with a dropkick strike. The attack has no effect on Kong as she shrugged off. Kato Kura ran the ropes in a clothesline. Kong followed with a Kato Kura. Yep, the match ended when Kong crushed Kato Kuro with a back drop driver and one more clothesline. And Avalanche elbow drop extinguished Kato Kuro's flame. Kongo Khan had her hand raised in victory. So, and the show eventually closed with an update bracket for last night's Wednesday match between Serena D versus Rio, which I will get to that in a Dynamite review. But next, I will review AEW Dark, so stay tuned and just stay tuned for it. And we're back. Let's review AEW Dark. Jon Moxley defeats John Cruz. Taya Conti defeated Vert Vixen. Eddie Kingston defeated Aaron Solo. Powerhouse Hubs defeated Ryzen. Shanna defeated Renee Michelle. Ricky Starks defeated Casey Navarro. Alex Reynolds, John Silver defeated Eric James and VSK. Nick Camarado defeated Miguel Del Sol. Brandon Cutler defeated Mysterioso. Bear Country defeated Chaos Project. The Butcher Blade defeated Jake St. Patrick and Sage Scott. Jurassic Express defeated Baron Black and John Skyler. We had some debuts as well. We had the debut of Renee Michelle, who is the wife of Rockstar Spud. The debut of Eric James. And we had the debut of New Japan's Mysterioso. And basically, yep, that is AEW Dark. I'm gonna give you the 8. I will finish the take. Here is my opinion on AEW Dark for the whole episode. My opinion. But first, let me give you something about Renee Michelle, Spud's wife. She did pretty well in her debut. Sold Shannon's offense very well. Especially the Lariat, got our own stuff pretty well. Well, shame about her finisher, I guess. I hope she sticks around and gets more opportunities. Well, because Renee has always been a fantastic seller. Shannon should probably do a regular German feud Titan Dragon suplex to land smoothly. I think it's more case for opponents and her don't want to land clean and assist on her neck. Bria's on her arms to break the fall. Shannon does a beautiful Titan Dragon suplex. I think it's a matter of both parts not wanting to risk injury on the receiver. And here's my review. This was an interesting episode, dark episode. This was the debut of Renee Michelle, Mysterioso, Sage Scott, and Eric James. They did their jobs. As with Sage Scott, well, outside of Reddit, basically. It was a typical squash match, and they were good. Here's another fact you didn't know. Eric was Lana's first husband and Lana Bobby Lashley's wedding from last Raw 2019. I also run the it was about his WWE appearance back then. Something. And here's the thing. All four wrestlers had worked for Creative Pro Wrestling at the same time. Overall, it was a good match to watch. I hope we see Adrenaline Express team up again after this episode. So, it was a good episode. It was straightforward AEW Dark. So, I'll see you later on for the AEW Dynamite review. Coming up next is the AEW review, Dynamite review, so stay tuned for it, and you'll enjoy. Alright, so I'll be back, and stay tuned for the AEW Dynamite review. Alright, we're now going to review the AEW Dynamite review. And we're about to do it. Here are the matches for Dynamite. Hangman Hardy versus TH2. Women's Eliminator Tournament. Serena D versus Riho. Orange Cassidy versus Luther. Young Bucks versus Santana and Ortiz. FTR versus Mac and Mike Sydal. Moxley, Archer, Phoenix versus Kingston, Butcher, and the Blade. And they all good, pretty good matches. The segments were good. Sting was powerbombed by Brian Cage and much more. Let's get to it. Let's start. Alright. Matt grabs the mic and finally his pin on TH2. He gives Hangman some cheers. Said he looked like $1 million out there. And he's excited because Hangman's going to make a lot of money. He's getting 30%. Matt is very proud, happy Adam signed. Hangman takes the mic and says, maybe you weren't paying attention, but I always keep an extra set of papers in my jacket. Matt is shocked. Hangman has the Jaguars mascot come out. Apparently, Hangman's legal representative. The contract for representation for Matt. Hangman versus Hardy. If Matt loses, Hangman gets all his earnings from Q1 2021. Matt calls Hangman a bamboozling carny. Matt says, okay, you put something on all your money from Q1. It's official money match. Suddenly, Jags mascot turns to Isaiah. The TH2 jumps and everyone gets killed. Hangman when Dark rushes the fight and went off. Fight gets some big shots on Matt, but eventually everyone runs off. Hangman looks very pleased to see his true friends here and look genuinely happy. Marvez is in the inner circle of PMP. They're very excited for the first title shots of 2019. MJF says Sammy crossed the line last week. MJF lap shades the fact that Cameron was recording. Jericho tells MJF to shut up. Everyone knows what MJF was doing. Jericho congratulates MJF on succeeding in his dumb plan. But actually, it was Sammy's fault mostly. He should have never quit because now he's dead to Jericho. He never wanted to hear Sammy's name again. He said PMP is bringing gold back to Inner Circle. Another trainer segment on the baseball court is Shaq and Jade. It's about the same as last time. So the match will be probably worth it between Shaq, Jade, and Cody and Red Velvet. Taz come out with Hook and Cage. The announce boos the fuck out of them. Taz says Sting uses snow powers to fuck up the weather for everyone in Texas. Asks for Sting to come out, and there he is. Taz says step into the ring. What done is the worst he ever done. And he says that Sting loses that bat. He's done. Sting tosses it away. He drops the jacket. Sting jumps Cage and a brawl breaks out. Cage powerballs. The segment ends with him and wrecked. So we finally see Cage powerbombing Sting in a segment. So we finally see Sting getting physical. And that's a good thing. In order, I don't know what it is. So Eddie cut a promo for those of us out there that doesn't get it. He said the request this match last have been bothering him since the Battle Royal. Phoenix is a waste of space. He didn't even want Phoenix. He had to pay for his sins against the family. Eddie says Moxley's the demon. He must purge. He can't drink him away. He has to do it by beating him. Marvez, aka Officer Bart Brady, walks into a kindergarten classroom where Kenny is reading a book to the class children. Young Bucks are biography. The kids after the Bucks are in love based on their very beautiful cover photo. Kenny reads a segment about Jericho Omega fighting Wrestle Kingdom. Kyle says Uncle Kenny has to go. Marvez looks in on the rage. They can't ask any question and wastes his tail purring here for nothing. Kyle makes Yakuza play with the kids, and all kids say they hate it and beat the fuck out of him. Kyle escorts Kenny away, and they say can no longer be associated with this segment. We get Inner Circle rushes the ring after the Bucks get their win. Yes, the Inner Circle lost after the Bucks got the victory. Kane and the Good Brothers are backstage. Kane wants to help, but Callis won't let him. Cutler comes out, but Hager kills him. The Good Brothers come out, crawl, Inner Circle bails. Jericho confronts the Bucks' parents who are ringside. Angela gets bleed for about 10 seconds. Brian says she misses us so much and wishes to have some fun. They did a gender reveal party live on Dynamite. Cody doesn't know what she says because Cody has a big mouth. They announced it's a girl. Then Cody joins commentary as FTR enter for their match. Whoever returned have to be suspended due to kidnapping and torture of a child. Doc Samson come to check out Mycel. They go to cut his hair when the lights go dark. We see a Luchasaurus mask. He's grown his horns back. Jurassic Express tail whipped FTR and killed him. And FTR got the win against Mike and Matt Sydal. Moxley addresses Kingston. He says Eddie always has to stick up his ass. Mox said he kicked Eddie's ass as many times as it takes him to fuck off. He talks about his match with Kenta and Nyoja. He said after he's coming for Kenny and getting the belt back, as long as it takes to settle the score, you still in my crosshairs. It's about time to pull the trigger. Moxley gets the mic after the match. Before he can talk, he gets jumped by the Grip Brothers. And Kenny emerges and without a junkyard behind it. Mox looks pathetic. Kenny and Mox rematch to sign for Revolution because they contract a rematch clause. Instead, Kenny has to pick the match, so it's going to be an exploding barbed wire death match. So, alright, the match was pretty good. The whole show was pretty good. Alright, overall, it was a pretty good show, out of respect. Basically, let's see, there was good matches. Well, the best match is actually Rio versus Saraya Deeb. It was a really good match. Rio got the victory against Saraya Deeb. It was a straightforward match, and I really loved it. I think Rio is probably going to win, so I'm hoping. So, that is my review for Dynamite. Stay tuned for next week, for next Monday's AEW Women's Eliminator Tournament review. So, see you there. Bye.